Imagine living in a world where the secrets to amassing wealth are hidden in plain sight, yet obscured by a fog of myths and misconceptions. Today, we're embarking on a journey to dispel the 10 biggest lies about getting rich that have been widely accepted as truth. Lies that have not only misled generations, but also hindered many from achieving their financial dreams. Did you know that 70% of people who win a lottery or receive a large windfall end up bankrupt within a few years? Or that the majority of self-made millionaires are not those who inherited their wealth or had a six-figure income, but rather those who lived below their means and invested wisely over time? These shocking facts highlight the vast gap between perception and reality in the path to wealth accumulation. In this series, we'll dive deep into the truths behind these myths, from the illusion of the overnight success to the misunderstood power of a low-income job and wealth building. We're uncovering the real strategies and mindsets that can lead to financial freedom. Whether you're earning a small paycheck or hitting a financial plateau, this journey will reveal that financial success is within your reach through knowledge, discipline, and a series of small, smart decisions. Prepare to challenge everything you thought you knew about getting rich. It's time to unravel the misconceptions and lay the foundation for genuine financial independence. Join us as we explore the 10 biggest lies about getting rich everyone believes, and how you can break free from them to achieve your financial dreams. Chapter 1. The Overnight Success Myth. Imagine you're scrolling through your social media feed and you see it. Another story of an entrepreneur who seemingly popped up out of nowhere, now basking in wealth and success. It's compelling, it's inspiring, and it's mostly a myth. The truth: these overnight successes often have years of unseen hard work, failures, and persistence behind them. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage, and it took nearly a decade before it turned a profit. The lesson here is not to be dazzled by the end result, but to appreciate the journey. Now let's talk numbers. Did you know that the majority of today's billionaires were not born into their wealth? In fact, a Forbes report highlights that a significant percentage of billionaires are self-made, having built their fortunes over time, not overnight. This statistic shatters the illusion that wealth is usually inherited or comes out of the blue. Instead, it's the result of consistent effort, learning from failures, and an unwavering commitment to a vision. The idea of instant success is not only misleading, but also harmful. It sets unrealistic expectations and diminishes the value of persistence, learning, and growth. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is lasting wealth. The key takeaway: start small, think big, and stay persistent. Your overnight success story is being written with every step you take today. Chapter 2. The Lottery Mindset. Now on to a favorite fantasy: winning the lottery. It's a dream that millions of people buy into every week, literally. The odds: about 1 in 292.2 million for games like Powerball. To put that in perspective, you're more likely to be struck by lightning or become an astronaut. Yet the allure of instant wealth keeps the lottery business booming. But here's a staggering fact: a significant number of lottery winners end up bankrupt within a few years of their win. Why? Because sudden wealth doesn't come with the knowledge or habits necessary to manage it. The lottery mindset extends beyond just the actual lottery. It represents a broader belief in getting rich quick without effort or strategy. This belief undermines the importance of financial education, disciplined saving, and investment. Building wealth is more akin to a marathon than a sprint. It requires a plan, patience, and most importantly, a change in mindset. Instead of dreaming about striking it rich overnight, focus on setting realistic financial goals. Start by educating yourself on personal finance, exploring investment options, and maybe even consulting with a financial advisor. The truth is, the most reliable path to wealth is through consistent investment over time, not a lucky break. Did you know that starting to invest early, even small amounts, can lead to significant wealth accumulation thanks to the power of compound interest? This approach, unlike the lottery, is something everyone can bet on. Chapter 3. Investing is only for the rich. One of the most pervasive myths about getting rich is that you need a hefty bank account to start investing. This couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is, the world of investing has changed dramatically. Today, thanks to technology, you can start investing with just a few dollars. The advent of micro-investing platforms allows individuals to buy fractional shares of stocks, making it possible for anyone to have a piece of companies they believe in without needing to buy a whole share. The barrier to entry has never been lower. With apps and online platforms, you can start with what you have, no matter how small. The key is to start early and be consistent. For instance, if you invest just $50 a month from your mid-20s, assuming an average annual return of 7%, You could accumulate over $100,000 by the time you retire. It's not about having a lot to start, it's about starting. Moreover, the idea that you need to be wealthy to see significant returns from investments is a myth. Compound interest works wonders over time, turning small, consistent investments into substantial sums. The stock market has historically returned about 10% annually over long periods. While there are ups and downs, staying invested over the long term has proven to be a path to wealth for individuals of all income levels. Chapter 4. Income equals wealth. It's easy to fall into the trap of equating high income with wealth. After all, if you're earning a hefty salary, you must be rich, right? Wrong. Wealth isn't about what you earn, it's about what you keep and grow. The distinction between income and wealth is crucial. Many high earners live paycheck to paycheck, spending as fast or faster than they earn, which leaves little for saving and investing. One of the most striking examples of this misconception can be found in professional athletes. Despite earning millions during their careers, a significant number face financial distress post-retirement. It's not the income that's the issue. It's the lack of saving and investing. On the flip side, there are countless stories of individuals with modest incomes who have amassed significant wealth through diligent saving and smart investing. The key to turning income into wealth is living below your means and investing the surplus. Budgeting, saving, and investing are not just activities for the rich. They're essential wealth-building tools for everyone. A dollar saved and invested today is a step toward financial freedom tomorrow. Understanding the difference between income and wealth can change your financial trajectory. It's not about how much you make, but how much you keep and grow. By focusing on building assets rather than just increasing income, you can create lasting wealth regardless of your salary. Chapter 5. Saving alone will make you rich. Saving is an essential part of financial health, but if your plan to get rich is based solely on saving money, you might want to rethink your strategy. Here's the deal. While having a savings account is crucial for emergency funds and short-term goals, it's not the best path to wealth due to one main culprit: inflation. Inflation can eat away at the purchasing power of your savings over time, meaning the money you stash away today will be worth less in the future. Think about it this way. If inflation averages around 2% to 3% per year, and your savings account offers a 1% interest rate, you're actually losing money in terms of real value. This scenario highlights the importance of investing as a complement to saving. Investments, particularly those in the stock market, real estate, or bonds, have historically provided returns that outpace inflation, making them essential tools for wealth building. Saving is like keeping your money in a cozy, comfortable home where it's safe but doesn't grow much. Investing, on the other hand, is like sending your money out to work for you, with the potential for it to grow exponentially over time. The power of compound interest in investing means that your money can generate earnings, which then generate their own earnings, leading to wealth accumulation over the long term. Chapter 6. You need a high-paying job to get rich. It's a common belief that a high-paying job is a prerequisite for wealth. However, financial success isn't reserved for doctors, lawyers, or corporate executives alone. The truth lies in how you manage what you earn, not just in how much you earn. People often overlook the stories of teachers, librarians, or postal workers who retire as millionaires. Their secret: they live within their means, save diligently, and invest wisely. This chapter isn't about undervaluing the importance of a good income, but about emphasizing that smart financial habits are the cornerstone of wealth building. Budgeting, saving a portion of your income, and making informed investment decisions can lead to significant wealth over time, regardless of your job title. Moreover, many people with modest incomes take advantage of side hustles or entrepreneurship to boost their earnings and invest those additional funds. The gig economy, online businesses, and freelancing offer numerous opportunities to generate extra income that can be funneled into investments. The lesson here is clear. Don't wait for a high-paying job to start your journey to wealth. Begin with what you have where you are. Consistent, disciplined financial management can lead to accumulation of wealth over time, proving that it's not just high earners who can achieve financial freedom. Chapter 7. Debt is always bad. The notion that all debt is harmful is one of the most common misconceptions about personal finance. This black and white thinking overlooks the nuances of how debt actually works and how it can be leveraged for financial growth. The truth is, there's such a thing as good debt and bad debt. Understanding the difference is crucial for building wealth. Good debt is an investment that will grow in value or generate long-term income. Taking out a mortgage to buy a home that appreciates over time, or student loans for an education that leads to a higher-paying job can be considered good debt. These are strategic investments in your future that can increase your net worth over time. On the other hand, bad debt involves borrowing money for purchases that depreciate quickly and don't contribute to your financial growth, like high-interest credit card debt for everyday expenses. The key is to avoid high-interest debt that can drag down your financial health and to use good debt as a tool to leverage opportunities. Interestingly, many wealthy individuals use debt strategically to amplify their investments and grow their wealth. For instance, real estate investors often use mortgages to finance properties, which they then rent out for income or sell at a profit. This use of debt amplifies their investment capacity without tying up all their capital. Chapter 8. You can't get rich in a low-income job. This myth is particularly discouraging because it suggests that financial success is only reserved for those in high-paying careers. However, wealth building is not exclusively about how much you earn, but how you manage and grow your earnings. It's entirely possible to build significant wealth on a modest income through disciplined saving, smart investing, and living below your means. One of the most powerful examples of this is the story of a janitor and gas station attendant who amassed an $8 million fortune. He lived frugally, saved diligently, and invested wisely over decades, proving that income level is not the sole determinant of financial success. The foundation of wealth building on any income is to save consistently, no matter how small the amount may seem. Automating your savings can help make this process effortless and ensures that you're consistently setting aside money for your future. Investing these savings in the stock market, real estate, or other vehicles can then help grow your wealth over time. Furthermore, focusing on increasing your financial literacy can open up new avenues for income and investment that you may not have previously considered. Many people enhance their earnings through side hustles, freelance work, or starting a small business, demonstrating that there are multiple paths to financial success beyond your primary job. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience, persistence, and smart financial habits are key, regardless of your starting salary. Chapter 9. Risk-free wealth building. The dream of building wealth without any risk is just that, a dream. Yet many fall into the trap of believing there's a safe shortcut to financial prosperity. The truth is, all forms of investment come with some level of risk. However, it's not about avoiding risk altogether. It's about understanding and managing it. The key to successful wealth building is to take calculated risks. Diversification is one of the most fundamental strategies in managing investment risk. It involves spreading your investments across different assets, so the underperformance of one can be balanced by the gains of another. This approach can help mitigate risk while still allowing for significant growth over time. It's also important to note that the biggest risk can often be not investing at all. Inflation erodes the value of money over time, meaning that keeping all your savings in a low-interest account can result in a loss of purchasing power. Investing, despite the risks, is essential for preserving and growing wealth. Chapter 10. Financial freedom is unattainable. Many believe that financial freedom is a luxury reserved for the few. However, financial freedom is not about being wealthy. It's about having control over your finances and making choices based on what makes you happy, not what you can afford. It's a goal that's much more attainable than most people think. The journey to financial freedom starts with setting clear financial goals, creating a budget, and sticking to it. It involves building an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses, eliminating high-interest debt, and investing wisely. Small steps, consistently taken, can lead to significant progress over time. One inspiring aspect is the concept of financial independence, retire early, FIRE, a movement that's gained momentum among those seeking to retire well before the traditional age. Followers often save aggressively and invest wisely to achieve the freedom to pursue their interests without financial constraints. Remember, financial freedom is a personal journey that looks different for everyone. Whether it's retiring early, traveling the world, or simply living without financial stress, it's about making your money work for you. It requires discipline, planning, and education, but it's an achievable dream for those willing to commit to it.